It is the day that football is starting. I don't know how else to start this intro. We have real football game in less than 8 hours or so, somewhere around there. So we're going to kick it off by doing one more draft, and we might as well make it a high stakes draft. Let's jump into an underdog, big dog to wrap up this hot best ball summer. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, liftoff.
So I was back and forth on if we should do one more draft, should we not do one more draft? And I felt like getting my heart broken one last time by drafting from like the 109 or the 108 in a high stakes draft was probably the appropriate way to kick off this football season. So we're going to go ahead and do it. I just jumped into this draft. So let's go ahead and share our screen and you can see that. And we are waiting for two. Just need two people. This is going to be, I mean, I have like 3 drafters, slow drafts that are wrapping up, 3 or 4 with like 1 or 2 picks left or something like that, that I'm going to actually check right now just to see if there's anything else I need to do on them. Yeah, it's 3 of those left. Those are wrapping up. We have football tonight. We have Patrick Mahomes coming out to throw for 300 yards against the Detroit Lions. I'm going to victory lap all of the Chief stuff, especially the MVS nuclear week that's coming tonight. We need 2 more in this draft. Let's go ahead and let's just play some music. Let's celebrate. Let's have a great time. It's going to be way too loud. All right. We got to it before it blew my eardrums out. So 2 people left to do this big dog draft. We'll just kind of hang out. I'm sure it'll fill shortly. I mean, you ain't got much time left to jump in these things if you want to jump in these things. Again, back and forth on if I wanted to end with this, but it feels appropriate. Feels good. Let me make sure that we have all of our stuff ready to go while we're waiting. Make sure that we get our overlay in. Should be good to go once we start this draft. God, I would love to get a 101 or a 102 for a high stakes thing. I was looking through it. I think 103 is my best start in anything high stakes at all. All right, here it comes. Here comes the reveal. Oh my fucking God. It really is unbelievable. It really makes no sense, to be completely honest, that we just torture ourselves with this. I'm legitimately angry. I'm actually legitimately fucking angry right now that we are just not allowed to have a top 2 pick in any high stakes thing. Just not one. It is unfucking real. I'm going to swear during this stream because I am extremely angry. We're going to smile through it. But just know deep down inside, there's a fire burning. There is an absolute fire burning. Oh my God. It is unreal. It is unreal. My God. I don't even know what else to say. I don't even know what else to say. What are we going to do? So we should have just put my high stakes exposure here. We've done the Pollard Mahomes. I don't know if I'll be doing that. We'll see if we can get Pollard. I've seen him coming up the draft boards lately. We're going to drink water and we're going to DM Nick Rudman and tell him that his RNG is garbage. You hear me, Rudman? That RNG, you need to work on it. We need better picks. Oh my God, and the 102 goes with McCaffrey. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Eckler at 104. Well, we do what we do. We do what we do. I'll throw the board up after my 2 picks. Maybe we just build an absolute Detroit, Kansas City onslaught, screenshot it, and call it a day. AJ Brown moving up to 106. Interesting. So this does have the different advanced structure where I believe it is the top 4 go out of round 1. Actually, my favorite high stakes tournament. I love the way they do this. I don't like the 6 out of 12. I do like the 4 out of 12 on the high stakes. I think the big dog is the proper high stakes tournament, personally. There's many debates about it. Other people like other things. To each their own. This is what I prefer. All right, Cisco Kid, what are you going to do? What will you do, Cisco Kid, with your 16 seconds left before I pick from the 112 again? There you go, Saquon. I mean, I'm just going to build the most boring first 2 picks. I just don't know how I don't go Amon-Ra and Tony Pollard, and it's not even because of the correlation for week 17. I just really like those 2 guys at the top here. This is a snapshot tournament. I'm fine with it. Will it be done to death? Probably. But we can get different elsewhere. I think that, so why Dad is saying that he thinks that the underdog is the worst for him. If you want complete honesty, I had my worst luck on drafters in terms of like draft position. I had the 112 significantly more than any other spot on drafters. My underdog is pretty much like over 150 drafts, relatively balanced is what I would say. Let's see, I think I can actually just pull it up and I'll just tell everyone, or I can show it if you guys end up wanting to. But I looked at my picks, and drafters by far was the killer for me. So on Underdog, we'll just do Best Ball Mania 150 times. I got the 5 pick 13% of the time, the 3 12%, the 10 11%, the 1 10%. Actually only got the 12. The 12 was the spot I got the least. I got that 5% of the time. But if we break it down into high stake stuff, it's a lot different. But I ran pretty decently in Best Ball Mania. The 2 pick, I only got 7% of the time. If we go to drafters, I'm looking that up now. We're 22 picks away. All right. No, it's that whole little thing that they got going on. Drafters, I got the 12 pick 14% of the time and the 2 pick 11% of the time. So I got the 11 pick 6% of the time, 10 pick 11% of the time. So between the 12 and the 10 spot, I got a lot of those spots. I mean, it's a randomizer. You run it over the course of an amount of times, you're gonna get the randoms proper. But if we go to high stake stuff, no 1, no 2, no 4 pick for me on drafters. I did 7 of the 250. I didn't get the 1, the 2, the 4, the 6, the 11, or the 12 at all. And I actually would prefer like the 12 than the 8 or the 9 pick, to be completely honest. I agree with Jesse. Drop a like on the video. This is my final. I don't know if Eric's got anything planned for today. This will be my final stream draft of the summer season going into this year. And in fact, like I said, this is my last draft overall. Other than finishing up a couple slow drafts, I'm just kind of done, to be honest. I just am completely done drafting. What has really started to turn me the last week to 2 weeks is, I don't know what it is, and maybe I've just been unlucky Like maybe we're just complaining right now. The people that have been coming in have been using their entire 30-second clock on a lot of these. And I'm just over that. Like the drafts are taking so long in comparison to what we were doing in like July. And it's not just like Underdog. It's been on Drafters too, specifically the last week of Drafters. And I am just done with people that are burning the entire 30 seconds every time. And you get like 7 or 8 of those guys in one draft. And it's freaking miserable, to be honest. Especially if you're in the middle of the draft. So we won't complain anymore. We will draft a great team. We will win this tournament from the 112 while everyone takes their 30 seconds to pick. No, this draft seems to be going fine. I think the high stakes stuff is usually better in that terms. People are paying attention. People kind of have an idea of what they want to do. As the clock is coming up, I'm happy with the Amon-Ra Tony Pollard start, though. Don't hate that. I should be able to cycle through song. All right, we're not going to complain. It's about to start complaining about StreamYard. Not going to do it. We're gonna enjoy that this is the last stream. We are gonna enjoy that we are drafting a $250 big dog. We're gonna enjoy the fact that we're about to win it overall. Well, that's the game plan. We would have enjoyed it a lot more if Lamar Jackson fell back to us, but we're not complaining. We just wanted Lamar Jackson. Doesn't mean we have to get him. Just means we wanted him. This I agree with. I want a 5 or 10 second draft clock on a tournament. That's what I'm looking for. See Ramondre go at the end of the third still. All these injuries and stuff. You didn't see Ramondre move up like I thought he would. All right, let's start gandering at what we want to do here. All right, we see Amari Cooper potentially get auto drafted, potentially not. Here's top of the queue. Guy went down to 30 seconds. Keep an eye on that situation. We see ETN go. It's really hard for me not to take Debo here. I don't know how we don't click Debo. I was going to make a case for DJ Moore with Justin Fields, but I think I just want Debo. Let's grab Debo and let's build out a non-DJ Moore Justin Fields team. So right now we have Fields, Pollard, Amon-Ra, and Debo. I mean, I like the Fields Moore team, but I wonder how many people have started some sort of Amon-Ra, Pollard, Amon-Ra, Pollard, Justin Fields with DJ Moore. Feels like it could have happened a few different times. So Najee wants me to pick him. If you're there in the 6th round, buddy, we'll consider it. You know, we'll consider it, little guy. We'll see if you get there. What is this? What is this, chat? What is happening right now? Jesus Christ. We're trying to have fun. Drafting Najee isn't fun. We're trying to have fun. It's our last draft. God. You guys are scaring me. I mean, it's spooky season and all, but I'm terrified by some of these comments right now. Hugo wanted me to go Mike Williams. I mean, that's another way we could have gone with it. Just go Mike Williams with Justin Herbert. That could have been a play. We do see Herbert go unstacked for the moment with Derrick Henry, DK Metcalf, Justin Herbert. Lamar's currently unstacked, not a big deal. Josh Allen currently unstacked, not a big deal. Mahomes as well, not a big deal. Can get all these guys stacked up later. We've got the 204 going double elite QB with Josh Allen, Joe Burrow to go with his T. Higgins. So that's interesting. It'll be something to keep an eye on. These being on both sides of this in the past, we have seen how it pushes the draft room a little bit. Jalen Warren wipes back to front. So here's a pro tip. Do you want to get into this conversation? You just get a bidet. That's the life hack, ladies and gentlemen. They're $50. You get a bidet, and your life will be changed forever. What is this? You guys want me to draft all the players that I just don't draft? Did you not see my have not drafted list? I'm not drafting James Conner or Michael Thomas. It's just not happening, guys. We can't do it. I have some self-dignity. I know I whore myself out on streams. But Jesus, there is a line that I have. There's whoring myself out on streams, which I will do, and then a little below that is drafting Michael Thomas and James Conner, which I will not do. That is my line. We just can't do it. I know how I would like this draft to unfold right now. Jesse thinks that the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders is going to come out of retirement and play for the San Francisco 49ers. Seems reasonable. Is Julio Jones still in the player pool? He is. He is in the player pool. There was a name that I saw in the player pool the other day that blew my mind, and I can't remember who it was. All right, we see Pierce, we see DeAndre, we see George Pickens go. No, it does. Like, we're not doing this, Najee Harris. You should be practicing. You're about to lose your job. You should be on the practice field. It wasn't Henry Ruggs, but it was somebody that's been retired for like 2 years. And I was like, I know I'm about to get sniped on who I want. I know I'm about to get sniped. I can feel it in my bones. I just feel it in my absolute bones that I'm about to get sniped. Oh my God, don't do it, Cisco kid. Have some dignity, Cisco kid. Be an adult. Draft Jonathan Taylor. Okay, he drafts McLaurin. Well, we are definitely grabbing Dobbins with one of these two picks. That's just an easy smash for me. And let's grab Dobbins. And let's grab Jahan Dotson. He makes sense for this team. So Justin Fields, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, Amon-Ra, Debo, and Jahan Dotson currently as constructed. Like it so far. Like it so far. Favorite silly names from the player pool. There was some really random name in the player pool. I don't know what position he played though. I can't remember. Throw some out to me, and if it's the one I'm thinking of, I'll let you know. Rob B says, I can feel it in my plums. Let the boy watch. is what I say about this draft. Let the boy watch. He needs to learn. Like I learned from my father and his father before him. Kamara in the 6th round. Ooh, boy. That's quite the move up. T-Law. Let's see, T-Law stacked with Calvin Ridley. Yes. Herbert still unstacked. Some interesting teams going on here, is what we will say. Really just sad to see Jamar Chase getting put on a Najee Harris team. The things I could have done with Jamar Chase. The amount of love I would have given this team if we had Jamar Chase on it. But alas, we drafted from the 112. Because that's what we do in high stakes drafts. Shout out to Beretta James. I think he's been in like every single fucking draft I've been in. Again, we were swearing during this stream. I don't know why I'm coming out of that. I wasn't really ready to stream today, but we're here. We're doing it. I just wasn't. I just was not meant to have Jamar Chase in a high stakes league. That was like 90% of the reason to do this draft today, too. It's like, all right, we'll take one more chance at getting either Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. I just want one of them in a high stakes league. Just one of them. Steven likes his team, likes my team more than his currently. There's a long way to go. I have been known to implode a team here and there. So buckle up. Yeah, that's when it's time to stop drafting. When you're just like, all right, I'm done. I totally get it. Oh, we have to make some drafters picks. Hopefully I queued some players up. Did I? Of course not. We're just going to hip fire these because, you know, things happen. All right, we just wrapped up another one. There is only 2 slow drafts left on drafters. Whoo! Feels good. Feels good. Really excited to wrap these up. I have one in the 180s. That's like the longest one I have left. Then we're done. We will do a final upload tonight on all our teams. And we will see that we way over invested in best ball this year. Went way over budget. But that's fine. Because we'll get back, 15% of it. And just be completely fucking poor. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be positive. I'm going to win so much money this week, guys. I mean, this year. I'm going to win so much money. What's going on, Silas? Speaking of winning so much money, Silas won a tournament last year. I'm going to win a tournament this year. Because we're being positive on this stream from the 112. That's what we're doing. Positivity. Have you heard about it? We're very excited that Jahan Dotson is our 3rd wide receiver and that we have an unstacked Justin Fields. It's great. It's just going so well, everyone, from the 112 spot. If we hadn't mentioned that, things are great. Now we have to take Kyle Pitts. We're super happy about it, though. We love it. We love that we have to take Kyle Pitts. Do we have to take Kyle Pitts? We might not have to take Kyle Pitts. I really like Quentin Johnson. Question is, if we take Quentin Johnson, do we take Khalil Herbert. Who are running backs? Pollard and Dobbins. God, Kyle Pitts just makes so much goddamn sense for this team. I think we have to do it. God damn it. All right, we're taking Kyle Pitts because he makes sense. He makes sense. That is a very inside joke for me and two other people. It did. This draft broke me. This is my Joker origin. This was me turning into the Joker. It's like, yeah, well, now I know I have to draft Darnell Mooney. What about it? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. To Kyle Pitts. Let's go over the team. Let's go over this glorious 112 spot team. So we have Justin Fields, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Deebo Samuel, Jahan Dotson, Quentin Johnston, and Kyle Pitts for a heavily correlated team in a tournament that you might not need to be correlated as much. But we already have 3 Week 17 game stacks. You know? So there's that. All it takes is one bad draft is right. Joker origin incoming. We already even have the Joker tattoo. Look at that. So we're good to go. We are good to go. Hugo, please. I'm already breaking down on stream. I can't take Velus Jones in the 18th. I'm already having a mental breakdown. Please. I'm going to need to feed myself in a few months. It's going to be McDonald's app and min cash best ball winnings. Anyone in... Let's see where I'm going. Next weekend, I'm doing a big sort of travel day next weekend. I don't know if any of you are in New York, but I'm going to go swing by the Sleepy Hollow Paranormal Convention for an hour or two. And then I will be heading over to Pennsylvania the same day. This is all next Saturday. I'll be heading over to Pennsylvania for the horror convention there. Not the horror convention, the horror convention. Very different things. I'm going to get us fucking canceled today. I can feel it. I apologize to Eric in advance. Yeah, I'm going to be at the horror convention for a couple hours, and I'm just going to drive home. So I'm going to drive. So you thought that I was having a mental breakdown then. I'm going to be having an even bigger breakdown as I drive for like 12 hours on one day and go to 2 different conventions. So that is my plans for next weekend. So if you're in either of those 2 areas, that's something you were looking to do, come say hello. I'll be walking around. No, Jesse, you're not coming. I didn't even ask you because it's on a Saturday. We don't have a table anywhere. I'm just going. As as something to do. Kyron Williams at pick 182. What is this world coming to? Why did I just make Kyron Williams pick at 182? I don't know what we're trying to figure out here, GA. I'm having a breakdown. Everything I say is nonsense. Just remember that. But those are the things I'm doing next weekend, next Saturday. So I'll be in Sleepy Hollow, and I don't even remember the town in Pennsylvania. Let's look it up. Langhorne, Pennsylvania. wherever that is, I will be there next Saturday, barring a massive flood rainstorm, which will probably happen now that I've said it. So be ready for that. We're coming back up on the clock here. And just kind of looking through what we're going to be doing here. Really little. Jalen Warren got up to the 9th round. Good for him. Good for Jalen Warren. With that huge rise. I think I'm going to go AJ Dillon here. Yeah, I think we're going to go AJ Dillon. And let's grab Zach Charbonnet as well. And just do 2 backs because I kind of know the way I want this the rest of the draft to go for me. We'll grab 2 backs here. You know what? I should have scrolled down a bit. I think I just blew that second pick. Yeah. I kind of wish I took A-Chain. I know he's not coming back to me, so I'll say it. All right, so I guess I'll be close to Philadelphia. I had a feeling it was close to Philly. I looked up the drive distance between Sleepy Hollow and there, and it was like an hour and a half or so. So that's why I'm doing both. Shouldn't be a bad drive. Leave Saturday morning from the Boston area. Should get to Sleepy Hollow in like 3 hours. 3.5 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours because I'll stop. I'll get a Dunkin' Donuts refresher, and then I will have to pee every 15 minutes because I'm also old as fuck. Not only do I only get to 112, but I'm old and I need to pee every day of the year, every minute of the hour. What's up, Jake? You're here for my mental breakdown. Welcome. We're having a mental breakdown live on stream. We are questioning our life. We are questioning why we only get the 112 pick in high stakes drafts. We're going to introduce some spooky music as we have this mental breakdown. If anyone was curious why, because it's scary. This is a good call. I could probably just pee in my cup holder while I drive. Just put it in sport mode. Jake says next year you get an Influencer 101. Joke's on you, Jake. I'm going to have no money next year because we're going to go poor. Oh, yeah, we're being positive. I'm going to win every tournament that I'm in. I hope everyone gets second because I am winning every single tournament. Specifically these high-stake ones that I draft from the back of the draft in every single one. I can't wait to win all of these. While we're waiting, do I have time to... I'll pull it up on a different screen. I just want to check the advancement structure and finals on this particular big dog. All rules. So it's the top 4 from round 1. That goes into a 6-person, which is the top 2 to go to round 3, which is also a 6-person, which brings 2 people to the finals, which is an 8-person final. So correlation, not quite as important on a team that we have overly correlated. But look at us. Look at how good we are. That's how much we are committed, though. That's all that is. We're just overly committed to week 17 and singing shanties about it and doing drafts where it's not as big a deal. Why did we feel great about most of your entries until this morning? What was the existential dread that hit you this morning? Was it the Najee shares? Can I scroll my team for the late joiners? I can. So currently, we have Justin Fields, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Dillon, Zach Charbonnet, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Deebo Samuel, Jahan Dotson, Quentin Johnston, and Kyle Pitts. Where we have Atlanta, Chicago correlated already, Detroit, Dallas, and San Francisco and Washington for an 8-person final. So take that how you will. Oh, yeah, so there goes. Rooney, I know you're watching. That was mean. That was mean, Rooney. You better have... I was going to say, you better have a Raven, but it literally doesn't matter. Whatever, Rooney. In the chat, taking Devon A-Chain. Van Jefferson in the 11th round? Is that a thing that I just have been overlooking lately? Is that happening? Are we doing 11th round Van Jefferson? I think that calls for more spooky music. That scares the hell out of me. All right, we're coming up on the clock. Oh, baby. God damn it. There are 2 picks here that 3 picks that oh, actually, Mims won. Mims was going to be one of my picks. All right. We're going to do Mooney because he makes sense. Then we're doing MVS because I'm a man of principle. If you're going to give me the 112, I'm at least going to take MVS, especially since he's going to have his biggest game of the season tonight. We're getting the big MVS game tonight, by the way, if anyone was wondering. It all adds up. It all adds up for the MVS game. I'm fucking surprised to see myself doing another high stakes draft, Johnny. I was done. We were done. It's okay, Rooney. I was just busting your balls. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all going to make it through this. Yeah, we did another high stakes draft because I was like, I just want one more crack at a 1-1 or a 1-2. And we drew the 112. And now we've been having a meltdown on stream. You're a real one if you get week 17 stacks on drafters. I won't lie. I think there's been a few times on drafters that I've been like, oh, I should get him because of week 17. And then I have to go, oh, it is drafters. I don't have to do that. That's not a thing we have to do. Just not a thing we have to do. The spooky music is so good. Is the best part of our show. The other show is the music. In my humble opinion, that's what makes that show stand out. All right. Should I put the draft board back up? Should I be a professional? Should I show you guys what's going on? Probably. Sam Howell in the 11th. Jesus. Maybe we should have grabbed a quarterback back here. Maybe that should have been a play. Who's the backup quarterback for the Bears? Just out of curiosity. Oh, it's definitely not Jim McMahon, Google. What are we doing? Are you showing me Jim McMahon? Oh my God. How is that the backup quarterback for the Chicago Bears? Oh my God. Oh, it's not a rookie. Maybe it's a rookie. But there's someone else on that roster that I'm seeing. Ugh. How is he still on the team? Did they cut him? Because I'm seeing Nathan Peterman is the backup quarterback. Am I looking at the wrong report here? Because that seems very bad. That's who I'm seeing. I'm seeing Nathan Peterman. What are we doing? All right, good. We'll look out for this guy. Pat Fryermuth or Njoku for drafters. Probably Njoku, but super close. I do have quite a bit of Fryermuth on drafters because he was falling. Pickett and Russell Wilson are going here. All right, let's start looking at our options of what we can do in this here draft. Come on, Minnesota Jaybird. You're not a real person grabbing Jordan Love. Have some conviction. Did we grab someone from Minnesota? No, we grabbed someone from Green Bay. Oh, we're on the clock. We're grabbing Purdy for one of our 2 picks. And then Jake Ferguson feels good. Who do we have? We don't have Jake Ferguson with our 3rd round pick. Who, of course, I don't know who my 3rd round pick was now. Was it Fields? No, it was Debo. So Purdy, Ferguson feels right here. Kind of fine with that pairing. One of the guys in the draft has 4 quarterbacks. Let's gander. Who's got the 4 QBs? So the guy with Josh Allen and Joe Burrow also grabbed Sam Howell in the 11th round. Okay. The future went Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Cooper Kupp, Najee Harris, Kenneth Walker, Jonathan Taylor, Miles Sanders, Evan Ingram, and then grabbed Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, and Kenny Pickett with Laporta mixed in. You know, it brings a tear to my eye to watch a 103 Jamar Chase team just get thrown in a fucking blender. Just thrown in a blender, this team. Sad day. Just grabbed his 4th wide receiver with Cooper Kupp on the team. Blender. Garbage. Pure garbage. Not holding back today. Being mean. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, the future. We just went through and looked at that garbage waste of a Jamar Chase team. Sad times. Absolute sad times. All right. Minnesota Jaybird. Did he grab Christian Watson early? No. So the plan here was to grab Jordan Love and not grab Luke Musgrave? I don't understand. I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry on stream. Like I don't care. I was just gonna do Jordan Love with Luke Musgrave and just get a whole Green Bay situation here. But obviously we pivoted from that. I just don't get the actions of people sometimes. Cole Kmet's been falling on drafters. I thought maybe we were going to get him back here, by the way. It was kind of a thought process. Didn't happen. Jesse said that Future got stuck on the QB tab and didn't know how to switch back. He also got stuck on the players that are going to ruin your fantasy season tab with Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor and Miles Sanders. And that's it. But those three, definitely. 15th round, Devontae Parker. I haven't been doing a lot of underdog drafts, to be completely honest. We finished those up, and we're just kind of focusing on drafters, so some of this does shock me. I don't think it's bad. 15th round, Devontae Parker. I also, especially like in this tournament where this is clearly a snapshot tournament. So like whatever, do what you feel. Have fun out there. Just have a good time. Just really enjoy yourself. I'm not enjoying myself. What do we want? Do we want to do our third tight end now? Look how bad this wide receiver situation is. Ugh. We'll get our last tight end now. We want a running back and then just fucking fire wide receiver. What's Kendry Miller doing? Dead? Yeah, Kendry Miller, dead. Ty Chandler, I guess, makes sense. A little bit. Are we worried about Gaskins? Of course. We should have pulled up a different running back. What is our running back room? Dobbins, Pollard. Yeah, no, actually, this is fine, I think. It's fine, just fine. Let's go over our team. Justin Fields, Brock Purdy, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Dillon, Zach Charbonnet, Ty Chandler, Amon-Ra, Debo, Jahan Dotson, Quentin Johnson, Darnell Mooney, MVS, Kyle Pitts, Jake Ferguson, Irv Smith for our tight ends. Week 17 situation is Atlanta at Chicago with Fields, Mooney, and Pitts. San Fran at Washington with Purdy, Debo, and Jahan Dotson. We got Detroit, Dallas with Tony Pollard, Jake Ferguson, and Amon-Ra. Green Bay, Minnesota with A.J. Dillon and Ty Chandler. And Cincinnati at Kansas City with MVS and Irv Smith. If anything, you can't say that I did not draft a correlated team. Will it advance? Probably not. Probably not. Perhaps, though. 4 out of 12? We just don't know. We just don't know. All right, let's get back to some other songs here. We're finishing up our existential crisis, our last draft, losing our minds, getting hungry, would like lunch. That's something that I'm into right now. Picking the dog up at daycare in a little bit. We got an inspection sticker for the card today. We are having a productive day. Drafting a bad team in the cards. Football in 7 hours. We love it. Set up an Amazon Fire Stick. The worst thing ever because you got to sit there and remember all your freaking passwords to everything. Good day. We're having a lot of fun today. We love Thursdays. What do we have for wide receivers? Just 6. We're definitely doing another receiver. We're definitely not doing a quarterback or a tight end. I think we are allowed to take a running back. I should have taken CEH, by the way, was kind of the thought process behind where I took Ty Chandler. I think with my running backs, though, it's fine. I think Ty Chandler's fine. All right, B. Kurt. I'll allow a Little Caesars lunch combo because I think you're in Minnesota, and I'm just going to guarantee there's not good pizza in Michigan. Michigan. Yes, this is correct. Massachusetts makes us get inspection stickers every year, and it is stupid. GA's having tacos. That's great. That sounds amazing. I don't know what I'm having. I have to go look. I have my delivery of meals yesterday. I got to look through and see what I'm in the mood for. Spoiler, it's probably going to be something chicken related. Been doing those factor meals. We've talked about it in the food section on the Discord. Their food is actually really good. And I've lost already 10 pounds just by switching my diet to eating that for 10 meals a week. And I just grabbed their shakes for my next order to do for breakfast. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we're going to be coming up on our last 2 picks here. Actually, I want Keontae Ingram, and I want Nathan Peterman. No, I don't want Nathan Peterman. We're going to grab Tyler Scott. Let's be the only one to draft Tyler Scott in this big dog tournament and be fine with it. So our team is Justin Fields, Brock Purdy, Tony Pollard, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Dillon, Zach Charbonnet, Ty Chandler, Keontae Ingram. Wide receiver, we have Amon-Ra, Debo, Jahan Dotson, Quentin Johnson, Darnell Mooney, MVS, Tyler Scott, Kyle Pitts, Jake Ferguson, and Irv Smith. I actually do like the team overall. I think it is a super fun team that we have here. Like we said, we are 5 correlated Week 17 games. Pretty much almost every player on this team is correlated, even though it doesn't matter quite as much in this particular tournament. And yes, I am talking about factor. I also have a high exposure to Mooney for some reason. I think there was a range, especially early in the year, where he was just kind of like the best pick at wide receiver where he was going. And he made a lot of sense for teams. I cooled off on him a little bit, but I still don't hate having Darnell Mooney on a team. Good luck to you as well, Clint. Good luck to everybody. I did a bunch of thank yous the other night on the Exposure Show, which was a really fun show. If you haven't checked out a show, the Exposure Show that me and Eric did, where we kind of went through, not only showed off some of our exposures, but we talked about them, why we did what we did. We're completely different stances on certain things, although understanding why each of us did what we did. It was good talk. That's good. That's good. But yeah, it's been a fun year. We're going to obviously be here Monday and Tuesday night still doing our weekly shows, but this is my last summer draft. I'm done. Like I said, I don't know if Eric has anything going on, but we're done drafting. I'm not pulling the trigger on any more draft. Maxed out the drafters, $20. Maxed out the Best Ball Mania. I did not max out the DK. I got 103 or 104 teams on that. We have some high stakes stuff. We maxed out the drafters high stakes tournament. Got some big dogs, got some whatevers, got a lot of things going on. Mastiffs. It's going to be a fun year, and I can't wait for it to start tonight. And I also really can't wait for the MVS Spike Week tonight, because it is going to be so fucking tilting. That MVS is going to go for 150 yards and a touchdown tonight, and I can't play him in DFS on the main slate. And then every other week, he's going to do his little garbage rolls where he gets nothing but 30 yards, and then he's going to spike one more time when it doesn't matter. So that's going to be tonight. This draft was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody, for joining in on a Thursday afternoon, doing one more of these high stakes drafts. It's been a lot of fun this year. I honestly do wish all of you luck. If it's not me winning tournaments, I hope to see everyone in the Discord cranking out and winning some tournaments, making a ton of money this year. All of you that have grinded the entire offseason, you absolutely deserve it. All the strategy talk and everything like that. But until the next show, we will catch you later. Peace. Woo! Those were some spicy takes. Want to stay up to date with all of the other spicy takes we're going to have over here at Spike Week? Why don't you press that subscribe button below? You turn notifications on, we draft a team, boom, you know about it. We have another spicy take, boom, you know about it. You can be there. You can draft with us. You want to stay up to date? That's how you do it. All right, we'll catch you later next time here at Spike Week.